We got guests from all over the country here, and I'm gonna bring up a man to the stage right now, all the way from Michigan. He's a Michigander. Right? What's good for the Michigoose is good for the Michigander. Give it up for my man, Captain Kirk, everybody.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry I don't have the best of news from my side of the country because I need to tell you what we go through in Michigan. I am a true patient standing up here in front of you, and I suffer from multiple sclerosis. That is MS. I am marijuana strong at this point in time because all the things that I've been through, I no longer take pills. I have been cut 33 staples up and down my front. I have plastic all the way in the front of my stomach. My surgeries in my back are L1 through L5, completely disintegrating from my MS. I've had a stroke and a heart attack. I suffer from Crohn's. I suffer from pancreatitis and diverticulitis. I also have not been able to drive a car since 2004. As I look in front of you, some of you look at me as my governor did in Michigan. He said, "You're not handicapped. You're not in a wheelchair. There's nothing wrong with you." I actually raised my shirt in front of that man with media standing all around and let him look at my scars. So we're having trouble with my medicine there in Michigan. And here's what the government...
Battery went dead. Battery! Battery went dead.
1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. The government is not analog, sir.
They always find a way to follow me. But anyway, with all that said, now what they're wanting to do in Michigan is they want to bring in 10 large grows. Now that's going to throw out all the caregivers that helped all of his patients out in the beginning. I am one of the founders of the very first dispensaries on the East Coast, which was Third Coast in Michigan. We went through a lot of hell to do that. So what they're going to do now is bring in these 10 major grows, like they've grown for a lot of our founders in Mississippi there for like LV. This medicine is horrible. This is not what I want to ingest. And I'm telling you folks out there, if you're going to ingest medicine and edibles, look for quality. Make sure that you're using clubs that are having their medicine tested. And I don't give really rat's ass about how potent the THC and CBD is. Although, don't get me wrong, those are important, figuring out the models and the percentages I need to give patients the correct edibles that they need. The main thing that I'm looking for is mold, mildew, lead contents, and making sure that people are not growing with Miracle Grow. Because let me tell you what happens. Those folks that are growing with those kind of chemicals and things are putting lead, for example, into a plant. That lead compound messes with my MS and throws me into a hospital. 3 years ago, I went into the hospital for 4 months, folks. 4 months of my life, I was completely blind. I could not walk. Everything below my legs was gone. When I walked out of the hospital, I had over 32 prescriptions. You name it, from fentanyl patch to Dilaudid to shooting injections in my stomach. I had it all. And guess what I did? I didn't take a damn bit of it. I went home, I used cannabis, and a month later I won my very first High Times contest with my cheesecake that Willie Nelson now enjoys. So I'm telling you, if you are on pills, you can beat what you're going through. It's not easy, but let me tell you, when you're on Oxycontin, oxycodone, and Dilaudid, not only is it not easy, but your family doesn't find it very easy to deal with you. So nowadays that I'm going through these things in my life that I've had to go through, I'm able to go to hospice centers and help out people that are going through the same thing, because they're looking at their people in their lives, and for the last few hours of their life, they're not on Oxycontin and they're not mean and nasty, telling them to go away. And I had a lady look at me a couple months back and smile on her way out. That's my satisfaction in it. It's not the wallet. I don't have any goddamn money. I'm in it trying to save my life. So if you don't believe in God, if you have a higher power, or if it's a coin in your pocket that you trust in your life, rub it hard for us folks in Michigan, because right now we're getting screwed. Thank you for your time and listening, and don't forget about the patients. That's what it was all built on. And remember, quality over quantity, folks.
Yes, yes. One more time, Kurt Reed, everybody, Kurt Reed. We'll take that right there. Yeah, don't. That could be a felony if he hands you the microphone. I know your hands are busy. Doing what? Let's hear it again for KB, though. Working her hands off right now. We appreciate it.